What's going on, top fan rivalry followers? It is Big Dave. That is Mikey Bleeds Blue. Of course, you know Baseball Bill. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of The Odd Couple. What you're experiencing today is something we're calling Odd Couple off outtakes. Odd Couple shoot from the hip. Basically, we have no idea where this show's going today. So come along with us, see where we end up. You never know what could happen. Fellas, how are you doing? It's always a pleasure to see you guys.
I'm doing swell.
Wait a second, Dave. I'll tell you, Dave, how I'm doing. This is how
I'm
I'm
here.
doing. This is how I'm doing, Dave. The Dodgers have won 14 out of 16 games. 14 games out of 16 games. And if I'm not mistaken, Mikey, how many wins total for the whole season do the Astros have?
Hold on. I got it right. You know what? Nobody cares how many games the Astros won this year.
12. Do they have 12 wins?
Well,
Yes, I think we do, actually. Thank you for being on the glass is half full side there. Look
That's
here.
not even half the amount of wins we have.
I know it's 3 months away from football season. That's how bad the baseball season is.
I wish I could have shared my memes with you guys, with our
Audience.
followers here today on our group chat.
Look, I can give you a refresher course. It's a whole lot of Dodgers doing this and a whole lot of Astros doing this. Basically.
And then I think even like a cemetery. What are those things called? The headstone. I even put out a nice headstone for you.
Look, I was talking to Bill earlier, and I did tell him, no, we are not pushing the panic button. The little glass cover had to be unlocked to open it. That's open. Okay, we're hovering. We're DEFCON 2. Okay, we're waiting on the results from the Whopper. I'm trying to find Dabney Coleman. We got to figure out what's going on here. But yeah, it's getting close. Fortunately, I cut my teeth on 1980s Astros baseball, so I know what it's like to have a losing season, although I've never known what it's like to be in last place looking up to the Oakland Athletics. That's a bit unsettling.
Go second baseman Art Howe from the early 1980s Astros.
Hey, and Art Howe was a skipper for the team too. We love Skipper Howe, so shout out to Art Howe. Them tequila sunrise jerseys.
okay.
I think we even had a solid backup catcher in Andy Ashby in those days.
Alan Ashby was a definite stud there. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool
hair too.
That had that Kenny Powers look going.
Yeah.
I was this close, Dave. This close to buying a Jose Cruz rookie baseball card signed and giving it to you for my cost. The only reason I didn't do it was he was not an Astro at the time. He was a Cardinal. It's the only reason I didn't do it.
I did see your picture, though, with Jose Cruz. Nice job.
Cheo, my boy, it's Jose Cruz. I told Mason, I was like, we're taking a picture with this guy. We took the picture. Mason throws up the H. We're walking away. He goes, who is that? And so I pointed up to the rafters where we have the 25 retired. And I was like, you see that right there? He goes, Biggio? I'm like, no. He goes, Bagwell? I'm like, no. He goes, Robinson? I'm like, no. He goes, oh, that guy. Oh, okay. So he's somebody. I'm like, yeah. He runs all the way back to him. He's like, hey, man, you're a good player.
And he probably said, "Sí, muchas gracias."
Did he start with the Cardinals early on in his career?
He did. And
what kind of trade sent him to Houston? Because I have a feeling they won that trade.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up. But
yeah.
I got to tell you, Dave, he has a 76 or 77 card where he looks. I'm not going to say it on air, but when we're done, we'll look at it because the card, if that guy was brought home to date your daughter, you would go, no, no.
I'm gonna say what you're not gonna say. Did he kind of remind you of what was that? The Los Angeles Killer in the 80s and 90s, the Night Stalker. Is that what you were gonna say?
What was that? Okay. I cannot answer that question on advice from counsel from the Top 10 Rivalry Sports Desk.
Look,
I know
this is
what
the
car
odd
you're
couple.
talking about, and
The views and
it looked
opinions
like
expressed. Yes, go ahead.
it looked like he basically wherever they signed him, he came directly from where he was signed, from where he lived to there.
It was
Hey,
pretty awesome.
Hey, good times come and go, but bad guys are forever, man. So
Bad guys are forever.
But no, I kid. Jose Cruz, phenomenal player.
yes,
yes. So speaking of good guys and bad guys, how about guys like Jose Abreu, who are no longer an Astro, and or Chris Taylor, who's getting ready to lose his job to Andy Paez? Or
You go ahead, Dave. You can go first.
As far as Abreu, I think it takes some sand to be able to admit when you're failing at your job and take a demotion. Like, he had a veteran contract. He could not get designated. You know what I'm saying? He agreed to go down and find his swing. So I mean that takes a lot to realize that you're not at the form that you've been at. I think we bought into an MVP that was 2 years past an MVP, and we're getting a performance that's now 4 years past an MVP. I mean, it is what it is. Time will be the eventual teller of all tales,
He's feeling it if that's the case, that he accepted that demotion, because he would be a free agent, obviously, if he would have said no. So, right?
Yeah, no, it would be, we would have to designate him, and it would be like a $19 million hit that we just eat.
Yeah. So he's scuffling. He himself knows
that's a pro.
I mean,
that's a pro right there. That's a guy who still has the team's best interest at heart over individual.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. It's the big leagues, man. Unfortunately, the Astros are starting to look a little long in the tooth. I saw something the other day. It was hilarious, but I hated it. It was Master Splinter and the Ninja Turtles walking, and Master Splinter was tall and the Turtles were all little, and the Splinter was the Astros and the Turtles were the Rangers, the Mariners, the A's, and the Athletics. And then now it's the old Turtles walking the old rat down the road, and it's the Rangers, the Mariners, the A's, and then we're walking the old Astros down. I think our weaknesses are starting to show. We had cracks in our starting rotation ever since Cole left. Be honest. It is what it is. I mean, 8 straight ALCSs for somebody that watched a lot of 100 lost seasons. I'll take it. 2 titles out of it. I'll let you guys fight over an asterisk. I don't care. We've got 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? Although I'm getting close to taking this thing down to the pawn shop and seeing if I can trade it in for a couple of wins. I don't know. I don't know what they'll take for it, but it is what it is. That's what's good about baseball. There's actually plenty of other people to watch right now. I'm loving Eli De La Cruz and what he's doing in Cincinnati. The kid's electric. He's exciting to watch. And as much as I hate to say it, I love watching Mookie Betts. He's clear head and shoulders the best player in the game right now. He's great to watch. He's doing it on, at the bat and on the field at a new position. Like, I try to find a way to hate on the guy and I can't. He bowls a good game. I'm sure he can crochet. He probably knows CPR. He's probably an outstanding, probably pays his taxes on time, probably pays his bills early. There's no reason I can hate on the guy right now.
Yeah, there was a thing today when they were leaving the stadium, and it gets really a lot of cars in there, and there was a family of ducks crossing the road, and Mookie stopped traffic, and I made that up right there. But see, I mean, I was going to say, that.
Yeah, I would not. I would have totally believed it. I would have went to Google the site. Of course, he stops traffic to let the baby ducks cross. One of them probably got lost, and he probably put it in the rolls and drove down to the lake and found the mother. You know.
Right.
Well, see, so Mikey, as
Yes.
much as he struggles and he had to kind of clear his throat, watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna say a sentence right now, Mikey, and you'll agree with that. Dave's turned around and said, "It's party time." He's, watch this. Okay, you ready to go? MVP, American League,
Oof.
Juan Soto.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The kid's flat out doing it. He's not
Did he
21
just do
anymore.
something right now?
He killed us today. He went yard. I think he had probably 4 ribbies. I mean, the Astros are now 0 for the last 9 games against the Yankees going into last year.
Yeah,
So,
the Padres and their fans can say whatever they want. They didn't get better when they got rid of Juan Soto. I'm sorry.
no,
They can say
man.
that all they want. That's one of the last guys I want to see at the plate.
It did look like they got better getting rid of Hader. I'll give them that because we didn't get a warning label, like the old 90s rap albums, the explicit label. I would have liked one of those, possibly sucks label, something, because I am drinking the Haterade right now. Okay.
You guys need someone like Jazz Chisholm or someone.
Look, I'll take Kenny Powers right now if he can hit a curveball. Bring in a kid from a league of her own. I don't care. Whatever it takes right now.
Dottie Henson
where's
or the one that doesn't root for a lot of night games?
Oh. Yeah.
Marla Hooch.
Marla
Hooch.
Yeah.
How about Carla Hooch?
A lot of night games.
What a hitter.
What a hitter. Bring in Rowan Gardner with the nasty cheddar. Like, I'll do anything for a win right now. It is hard, man.
What about that move? Okay, so you just said Rowan Gardner, but what about freaking I Want a Peanut Butter Sandwich, Gary Busey and Daniel Stern being in that movie?
Oh, no, they're great. When Daniel Stern gets locked in the supply closet,
Yeah.
Let's go. And he keeps shoving the sunflower seeds in his mouth.
Chokes.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte is the Rocket.
Yeah. No,
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Yeah. I said Gary Busey.
Gary
I'm
Busey.
sorry, you're right. Nick Nolte, 48 Hours. I'm throwing it all off.
With his veneers.
Yeah. Both raging alcoholics. So, I mean, we're still good.
So then if you're looking for anybody, Dave, who are you taking? Squints Palladores or Benny the Jet?
Ooh. That's not even a not. Do you want to get better? I mean,
wait a minute. Now, I need to know context. Are we playing a game, or because look,
who would it be funner to hang out with? Who would it be more fun to hang out with?
While Benny the Jet did end up in the big leagues, okay, he did play for the Dodgers. Squints Palladores got the girl and owns a pharmacy. I'm just saying there may be free fountain drinks and ice cream in it if you get in good with Squints.
They were known for a good sock hop back then too, and go get a soda after the game.
I'm just saying I may or may not have a shirt from the pharmacy. I'm just saying.
So then you're right. Benny the Jet made the majors. So how about we say Rudy Stein or Squints Palladores?
Oh, Squints for sure.
Well, Rudy kept getting hit, and he was okay with it. He stepped in.
No, Rudy got hit one time, and then the second time he didn't get hit, and that's when Walter Matthau chewed his A.
Yeah,
out.
that's when he swung away. He ignored the sign.
Remember, he started the rally by getting hit in the Astrodome.
Well, yeah, that's because he was shell shocked from Walter Matthau browbeating him after ignoring the sign.
I got lost, and I was talking about the first movie.
No,
I
but
threw
no,
both of them in
in
for you.
that, yeah. Oh, was that Ogilvy?
Yeah. No, Ogilvy
Nevertheless,
grounded
same
out.
character, different names.
Yeah, Ogilvy
So
grounded
real
out.
quick, we kind of tangented off of that for a minute. Chris Taylor, can I speak on him?
Speak on Chris Taylor.
He's been horrible.
Mike, you needed to take a second to get that out.
Drop
No,
the mic. We're out.
Stop the
it's sad
show.
though. Normally I don't get real attached to players like that. I will unfollow him if he gets let go though, and then go sign somewhere else. I will do that. But I've seen interviews with him. I've seen behind the stories where the burn victim kid, he goes and sees him, his favorite player. All these things. Took a hometown discount to stay. Hey, am I boring you with my story, Bill?
No,
Is that
no,
what's
no.
going on here?
I've been up since 1:00 in the morning.
All right. Anyway, back to me. It's been hard to watch him struggle like he has, because I do root for the guy as far as a human being as well as a Dodger player. I mean, I like him, so it's been hard to watch. But it's not like right now you can send Andy Pages down. I mean, it's just not going to happen. You just can't do it. And Jason Hayward is due back. And
By James Outman.
James Outman could be a little bit on thin ice too, though, because he might have an option or two left, while Chris Taylor would definitely be lost. So,
Dave, have you seen?
but I would say right now, Chris Taylor should be the odd man out if something were to happen.
Dave, have you seen this Paez kid, this rookie?
Yes.
He's destroying it right now.
Yeah, of course you've got a guy just waiting in the chamber. I mean, we're bringing guys up and they've got 8 ERAs now, like Arrighetti, we've thrown to the Wolves twice. The Yankees have just ate him for dinner.
So Mikey, Dave and I was showing Dave some stats today, and the ERAs are a little high, right? And so, when I say a little high, I'm talking 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're not awesome. So you can separate it by statistic. And I click on the ERA because I want to see like how bad this really is. They only show one name.
ERA?
They're not going to show everything else. They'll only show one name.
Listen to them laughing like old Barney Rubble over there. Yeah, gone.
So
That's
I'm
Mr. Barney Rubble to you.
again with my baseballness. I don't know what he's feeling right now, because I have a kid like Gavin Stone who's just cutting his teeth in the major leagues, going 7 strong today. Been pitching phenomenal this season. How about a rookie, Yoshinobu Yamamoto? Yoshi, we call him Yamamoto. Goes 8 full last night. I mean, Walker Buehler just came back from Tommy John, where he hasn't pitched in almost 2 years. He's got the stuff still. He was just rusty. We're going to throw him back in there. Let's just keep the train rolling, keep the depth coming, keep the wins in tow, and let's just have a great summer, everyone.
Dave's currently buying season tickets to the Astros. They're on
I'm
discount.
breaking my high score on Fruit Ninja. Hold on. Are y'all done? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Little gloat going on there. I had to step out of the room. It was getting a little deep. I didn't have boots on.
I will say this. We're doing this with half our bullpen on the IL too. So, there you go.
And Mookie Betts saved a family of ducks from a fire. So, I mean,
true story. True story.
I mean, and Benny the Jet made it to the Dodgers. I mean, I see the theme this week. I see it.
So for those
let's
of you
talk about
Yeah.
former players for a little bit. Dickie Thon, Astros. Dickie Thon. Thoughts?
Anytime I'm allowed, I was an 8-year-old and was allowed to say Dickie. I loved it. So he was one of my favorite baseball cards to get ever.
Didn't he get hit in the head or the face and hurt his career for a little while?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But this was the '80s. I mean, that was like a Tuesday. Like it was. If you crowded the plate, you got dealt with.
That guy did have a couple good years, though.
Yeah. No. I love old Astros, man. One of my favorite guys coming up was Glenn Davis, first baseman, had a little pop in the bat. I loved him.
You know
One
who
of
I'm
the
going to say
underrated
reminds me of him today, but not as good. I mean, Glenn Davis put up numbers, but Christian Walker kind of gives me Glenn Davis vibes.
Yeah. Tall guy, stood real tall in the batter's box, had that front leg kick out. One of the most underrated and not spoken about killer bees, Derek Bell, great player. Love Derek Bell. I was
have
fortunate.
like a 1989 tops of him on the Cubs or the Blue Jays. Was he a Cub or a Blue Jay?
No, that's
I got
George
like
Bell.
12 of it, though. I got like 12. Every pack I bought had that Derek Bell in it.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to trade 10 of them.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I've told this story several times. I collect a lot of baseball hats, and the actual first pro style, pro cap, not snapback, the one that the pros wear. I got because of I watched the game and I watched Kirk Gibson hit the home run on the bad leg and did the whole arm pump thing. And my first ever baseball hat was a Dodger hat. That trivia is out there. So, write it down. Maybe it'll come back to help you. But yeah,
where's the hat? Where is it? Where's the hat?
That hat is long gone. I don't know what happened to that hat. I had on the back. It wasn't embroidered because it wasn't that. It wasn't. This was the '80s. It was. You just go to the mall kiosk and get like the puffy shirts of John Schneider made, and it had those like letters, and I had the letters put on the back of the hat. You have to pay to touch, and I thought I was cool beans. But yeah, no, it was the Dodgers were. Full disclosure, I was a huge NBA fan before I was a baseball fan. And that's just because I grew up watching that threw me was the Lakers versus the Celtics. So I was a huge Magic Johnson fan, huge Showtime Laker fan. So I thought LA was the center of the world. Yes, all you LA lovers out there, rejoice. I'm showing a little past there, but no, I thought LA was where everything happened. That's where Bob Barker was, and I thought Bob Barker was the coolest human on the planet because when I was sick, Bob Barker was always there. That and Wimbledon. Wimbledon was always on when I was home. I don't know why I was. But yeah,
you were home a lot in July.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I loved that Dodger hat. And I didn't buy another one until I bought a 2017 World Series patch Dodger hat, and it made me. It took me back.
So what you're saying is, if I get a Dodger hat, a fitted Dodger hat, and put Top Hat Rivalry on it, you would sport it around town?
I would gladly accept it, and I would put it under glass as a devoted gift from a friend.
Would you ever sport it?
I could not sport it. No.
I wouldn't respect you if you did.
I couldn't.
I'd probably unfollow you.
I would hold it.
Still do the show, but I would unfollow you.
Actually, I would take it and then go have Los Astros put next to the LA.
Oh. I might unfollow you for that too, just disrespecting a hat.
Well, I won't show you the one that I've already done then.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, and I did it on that 2017 World Series patch too.
So speaking of unfollows, so a couple of nights ago, Mr. Kate Upton, Justin Verlander's pitching, and in the stands is Kate Upton, and she is talking to Garrett Cole's wife. Is it okay that these people, when they're competing against each other, are sitting there all chummy, or do you need to take a page out of, I'm not going to mention any names, but Mikey Bleeds Blues page and say, hey, when you stop becoming part of my team, I stop following you. What's
Wait,
the
so
rules?
the two wives were just talking to each other?
They were sitting next to each other the whole game, sitting there
So what?
chatting it up.
They don't play.
Justin was
But I don't
pitching.
follow either of them either. So I mean,
I've got a couple of thoughts on this. One, if Taylor Swift has taught me anything, I don't need to see anybody's significant others in the stands during any broadcast. Just saying. Two, if they were talking about throwing a curveball or hitting a slider, bring them on over to the Astros, because right now I'll take what I can get. The Dodgers actually have a left-handed ball boy that I've been looking at. You know, I'm not sure if he can hit the curve, but I'm sure we can get him in the cages. So see if I got another one of those Josh Fields guys laying around.
Too funny.
What
do you think, funny. Mikey?
What?
Do you think that they still be friends?
No, I already said it. I don't like, I mean, no, I don't have a problem with it. They don't play. They, their wives talking probably about the next Prada bag they're gonna buy or get for free, whatever. I don't know how the rich live, but I'm assuming there wasn't much baseball talk at all between the two of them.
Probably not.
Hey, shout out to a great moment in baseball history. Summer of 1986, the Asan Motors Japanese baseball team came in and lost to the Haddonfield Auto Workers local union. Shout out to Gus.
Yeah,
Stevenson
but
there.
that let's look at that play that happened. I mean,
just like 2017, a win is a win by any means necessary. And
was that Clint Howard?
If Norm flattened that guy,
Norm,
then so be it. Okay, because sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. All right.
Doesn't Clint Howard wear a Pirates hard hat in that?
He does.
Yeah. Yes.
He gets mad because they won't let him smoke a stogie on the auto line.
Hey, you would trip out probably. Clint Howard has been in more things than anybody would ever realize.
Dude, Ronnie put his brother down in Hollywood, bro.
Not yet. I mean, I don't think Ron Howard had anything to do with the Waterboy, but who was in the Waterboy?
Well, I'm just saying,
Howard? Clint Howard.
I don't know if I think Ronnie made his name before him. Opie, blah blah blah. So I'm sure that doors were open, but dude, he's in everything, and he's always good in what he's in.
If you've ever seen the Andy Griffith Show, where Opie, Clint Howard is in it with him in a couple episodes, and he's a few years younger, obviously, but
I still bald.
I think the Howards just had a way. I don't know if Rance was already a working actor then, Rance Howard, but they were in it.
It was that ginger voodoo, bro. They're soulless creatures, so you get it was something to do with that.
Yeah, so I'm just looking this up.
Like the redheaded kid, William Mummy, or whatever in all the Twilight Zones, dude. He'll put you in the cornfield.
Yep.
So Clint Howard was in Night Shift, Splash, Cocoon, Gung Ho, Parenthood, Backdraft, Far and Away.
Such a good movie.
I mean, it just keeps going.
I like Kurt Russell too, man. That's Backdraft. Such a good movie. And then the whole thing, when I watched the Battered Bastards of Baseball and learned about the Portland Mavericks and his ties to baseball, like, oh my God, I loved him even more.
Yeah. If you recall in the movie Parenthood, his kid was like the best player on the baseball team. He told him with 2 outs, get whatever's in the air and catch it, or, and it's that scene at the end where the ball gets tipped in the air and then the Steve Martin's kid catches it right before it hits the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
keeping it baseball.
So top fans, sometimes we have a script for this. Sometimes we don't. Tonight we didn't have a script. Basically, Dave had messaged Mikey and I and said, let's talk about anything but baseball. The baseball gods after the Bang Bang fastball are now coming after us. We're going to have 27 seasons in a row that are going to be losing seasons.
Whoa.
And
Pump
so
the
I
brakes
said, Dave,
there,
you
Speedy.
can't.
Hold up, Paul Walker. You are neither fast nor furious. Calm down a second. Okay. I just needed a bit of a break. All right. I think I may have smited the mighty baseball gods with a little early season prognostication. And I may have brought down the thunder upon us. I am now looking for a live chicken to sacrifice. I called my boy Pedro Serrano. He told me what I needed to do. I've consulted with Jobu. Things will be okay. We're going to close the gas case. We've got the Whopper fired up. I'm looking for Dabney Coleman. It's DEFCON 2. We're not that bad, but
so do you need a bucket of chicken or do you need a live chicken?
No, I think for this one we're gonna go with both just to be safe. And I might even get like a rotisserie one from like Kroger too, just to be in case the god's got a certain flavor. I'm bringing barbecue sauce, lemon pepper, soy sauce, whatever it takes.
You just said
I gotta
the
make
magic
it
words,
happy.
soy sauce.
That's a good call with the soy sauce. There you go.
Well, so Mikey, I know what the problem is. I know what Dave did wrong. He took Joe Boo's rum.
Probably. All I know is when we did prognostications at the beginning of the year, I know you were more or less joking around, but I believe you said probably one win in the first 20, I think, but you're not really that far off. I mean, let's be honest.
No. Yeah, I mean,
horrible.
I'm gonna fully blame Bill Stradamus for the failure of this year. He put the voodoo on us. He got a lock of my hair when I was in Vegas. He's probably got a voodoo doll. So I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh, okay. So we both got series coming up. The Dodgers have a series against the Padres. Who do the Astros have a series against coming up?
We finish up with New York, and then we go. Help me out here, Bill. I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, let me pull it.
Come on, man. You're the producer. You're supposed to have this stuff ready to go.
Oh, I was asking you. I mean, you just call
expect
me Paul
to
Walker.
know where the Astros are going? We're going to another loss. That's where we're going.
Bill, when it's my turn, I know my answer. It's okay.
We'll go on. Teacher's pet.
We do San Diego, then the Giants on our next road trip.
Look, it's so bad. Even the Wi-Fi doesn't want to look at the damn scores. Let's see here. Full schedule.
So you finish Yankees, then you go to Detroit, and then you come home.
Then we go with the third place Oakland Athletics.
Yeah. So you and Harvey got to get a little something going on.
The Fighting A's.
You know what? I mean, at this point, we're on our fourth loss in a row. So we've definitely had more losing streaks than winning streaks this season. And this month is tough, man. We've got the Tigers, we've got the A's, we've got the Brewers who can play. The Angels play us tough always, interdivisional games. The Mariners. So, I mean, that's three teams in our own division that we drop to and we start falling down in the standings severely. Bill, I'm going to need you to take a nap and be prepared next time. Get some 5-hour energy. You're looking great in that hat, but you need some rest.
Well, I'll get them pumped up. The Dodgers are riding a 7-game win streak. Just went 6-0 on their homestand. Kind of slapped the Braves around a little bit, and then just pounded the Marlins, probably like everybody else does. We're going to San Diego next. I hate the Padres. Machado. We don't cuss on here, so F you though. And the Giants even more. So good times in LA.
Okay. Rapid fire real quick.
Chili.
Rapid fire real quick. Okay. You got to pick one or the other. And I'm just going off these. One or the other. Mikey just said it. Dave, you can either have Juan Soto on your team or Manny Machado. Who you taking?
Juan Soto.
Okay. Mikey?
Me too.
Mikey, you
I
can
get one.
either have a Whopper or a Big Mac. Which one are you taking?
Big Mac.
Okay. Dave, you can either have beaver nuggets or the pulled pork sandwich at Buggy's.
I say both of them. You can put the
I
beaver
got two
nuggets.
hands.
You can put the beaver nuggets on the pulled pork sandwich. I don't care. Both are delicious. But if I'm at Bucky's, I'm getting by far the chopped beef. Fresh beef on the board. They holler it out when they put it up there. It's delicious. Mikey, I can't wait to take you to Bucky's, brother.
I don't like pulled pork.
No, they got brisket, they got hot dogs, they got chicken strips.
They got soy
it's
sauce.
the best gas
Okay.
station you will have ever been to. The restrooms are immaculate works of art too.
They do. And Mikey, the fudge. Oh, forget about it. The fudge is amazing.
If you ever needed,
why did he get a question like Manny Machado or Juan Soto, and I got like a hamburger question?
You're gonna
I
get a
got
baseball
beaver
question. Don't
nuggets
worry about
and
it.
a pulled pork sandwich.
You're gonna get a baseball question.
All right, my turn.
Okay, Fernando Tatis.
Woo. Woo.
Yeah.
Or Jose Altuve.
No. Or Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa. I was fixing to say Carlos Correa because I even hate Carlos Correa.
Well, they both cheated. Gosh. Just because Fernando Tatis has more, way bigger upside right now, I'd say if I had to choose, it's a game. We have to choose Tatis.
Tatis. Okay. Two more. Dave and Mikey, you both get the same question on this one. Ready? Bull Durham or Field of Dreams?
Bull Durham.
Field of Dreams.
I mean, that's hard to say. I'm more of a comedy guy.
Yep.
Field of Dreams, I get kind of in the feels, I start thinking of my old man and whatnot. So I'm a laugh kind of guy first. So, Nick LaLoosh, my boy, don't ever look. If we've learned anything, no matter if it's the Field of Dreams or if it's the Bulls of Durham, you never, ever, ever shake off Crash.
You never shake off Crash. That's right.
No.
Okay. Final question, both of you. Who has more game? Who has more game? George Clooney? Squints Palladors.
Woo.
I mean, I got to go Clooney only because he's kind of spread around his conquests, while Squints kind of just pounded away at the same gal.
What do you think, Dave?
Hear me out. Kind of like my man Bruce Wayne. Has anybody ever seen Squints and Clooney in the same room? They might be the same person.
It might happen.
I wasn't allotted that kind of. I was told to pick. I picked.
I'm outside the box here.
Outside the box, magic 8-ball thing I could come up with.
Hey, here's the rules.
Yeah,
rules, schmools. Look, bang, bang, fastball, whatever.
I'm picking Squints Palladors on this one.
I wish I had a couple of them trash cans right about now, to be honest. A buzzer. Well, actually, Altuve don't need no help. He's the only person hitting on the team right now. But
maybe
everybody else,
the whole league is doing what the Astros did in 2017 and didn't let the Astros in on it to pay them back this year.
Yeah, they got some new scandal, and that's the big joke. It's like they don't even know.
Yeah.
Dave, you got to retract that a little bit because
you know what? Jeremy Pena is balling out this year.
Yeah, you can't say Jeremy Pena's not doing it.
Okay, there, Look, crazy talk. Gary Busey out of nowhere comment.
And here I'll go on and since I've already thrown up twice tonight, I'll go on and put it out here. Much to the dismay of my girl Susie Q, I'd rather have Will Smith right now. I'm just saying, the guy's killing it. Yonner's falling off a little bit. Yonner's still probably one of the best top 10 in the league, but I mean, Will Smith's getting.
We have America's catcher. It's obvious. I mean, everybody,
Doing something
wants
good.
to be Will Smith. Women love him. Men want to be him. Will Smith.
LL Cool W. Ladies love Cool Will. All right. Top 10 rivalry followers.
He has some comedy night thing coming up too, or something. Is it tonight or tomorrow night?
I think it's tomorrow night.
No, tonight.
Tonight?
It'd be tonight. Tomorrow's a travel night for them, or travel day.
So
not that they have to travel very far.
Top 10 rivalry followers. We did an episode of Can of Corn, which was amazing. We did an episode of Odd Couple, which was amazing. Odd Couple was completely unscripted. This is what you're going to get when you get Mikey and Dave and Bill, very possibly in a vehicle for about a week and a half this summer. It's just going to be random things where we're going to talk about the Bruce Waynes possibly being Squints Palladors, because we haven't seen them both in the same room, just like Clark Kent and Superman. Who knows? Right? I mean, it's going to be all kinds of fun. Now, we have Can of Corn hats. We're working on some Odd Couple hats. Go check it out. Go get your hat. Go. Top Fan's got some new shirts coming out. We got all kinds of fun stuff. Fellas, do you know what else we have coming out?
A commercial.
Well, we have the commercial, yes. We have sets of baseball cards that are coming out.
Ooh, nice.
Sets. And I have it on good authority that Big Dave's got a new card, Mikey, coming out. One like you have never seen before.
One card to rule them all, I shall dare say.
I saw the prototype of it last night. Absolutely amazing.
So it's obviously photoshopped or CGI'd or something then.
Well,
no,
I couldn't tell the difference.
I am shirtless and my full mane of hair is flowing ever so Fabio-esque.
Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference between he and Schwarzenegger when his shirt was off.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely ripped. My pectorals have pectorals. So.
All right. Top 10 rivalry followers, Odd Couple followers. We appreciate you following us. We're going to do it again next week. I promise I'll be more lively. Today, I left Kansas City this morning. I had to wake up this morning at what was 1 o'clock my time, local time 3 a.m. Been on flights all day.
Look here. Let me tell y'all guys, just for a second, this is the hardest working man at TFR right there, okay? He has had some really awful travel times here in the last week, and I'm a witness to that, okay? So the logistics that this man gets around town to do this for TFR, I give it to you, Bill. Kudos to you. Get some rest.
Thank you.
It was a great show.
I made that comment on a group chat, and it didn't go over great. That's all I'm saying.
This just goes to show that when you've got a little time and some good friends, you can talk about anything and have
a lot
fun.
Of time.
So.
Yep. Awesome. Let's do it again. Thank you so much for the love, Mikey, Dave. Let's do it again next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Go Stros.
No.